Angler X on the spot.
Look at this! Oh, she put up such a fight!
Beautiful crappie.
Best fish of the day. It's another really nice fish. I'd have a salmon on here.
Got him. Big fish. Oh my gosh. Look at that bird.
Angler X. Honest, informative, real multi-species angling. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Angler X video. In this week's video, we're fishing early in the morning on the Mississippi River, targeting walleyes and whatever else bites. We'll take whatever bites. We just love catching fish. But we're going to be targeting wingdams and casting parallel to the wingdam and bringing those baits right along the wingdam. We catch some fish, and I think you're going to love this week's episode, so don't go anywhere. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Angler X video. Today we're out on the Mississippi River early in the morning. It's absolutely gorgeous morning. Just a little bit of wind, clear skies, and we are going to be hitting some wingdams today and see if we can get some kind of a walleye bite going. Now, the wingdams have been real good for me for smallmouth, and we've been getting a few walleyes incidentally, but this morning I'm going to target the walleyes and see if we can't put a few in the boat fishing these wingdams. Starting out just throwing a DT10 crankbait, see if we can pull anything off that front face of that wingdam, and we may transition into using a jig and plastic as well and finesse them a little bit. But right away we're going to be aggressive and see if we can find some active fish. But the smallmouth have been really active, so it's a good chance we may be catching some of those as well. But it's a beautiful morning to be out. Stick with me. I think we're going to get a few fish today. Fish. Fish on. Crushed it. It's coming down that wingdam. Looks like a pike. Well, first fish of the day is a northern pike. And he did himself a number. You don't hook them like that every day. I think I am going to need the pliers on this guy. Look at how he got hooked up. It's one way of settling them down. There we go, first fish, pike, not the target species, but it's a fish. So right now I got my wingdam just running straight into shore from this point. Now the current's very low in the river right now, so it's really hard to kind of see these wingdams visually. If you kind of know where they are and then locate them with your electronics, you kind of, what I'm doing is I'm just setting up and in a position where it can parallel the wingdam. And then I'm just bringing this DT10 down the front face. Essentially, I'm looking for more active fish. See if we can find some fish, then maybe slow down with some finesse type stuff. If I can't get anything going with this crankbait, I will try some plastics as well. Couldn't really ask for a nicer morning. Like I said earlier, fishing's been real good for smallmouth. And we're just gonna see if we can put together anything with the walleyes here. I know kind of the mid-summer go-to bait is willow cats. If you're into using live bait and you want to put walleyes in the boat, willow cats are the way to go. But if you're just strictly a artificial bait fisherman, then using a crankbait on rock piles is maybe your next best option. But we're gonna poke around. We'll try a couple different wingdams and see if we can't get something going here. Fish on. Got my first walleye right off the bat here. This second wingdam I tried. There we go, guys. Mr. Walleye on the DT10. Here we go, guys. First walleye of the day. It's our second wingdam. I threw my first cast with that DT10 and he cracked it. About a 15-16 incher, nice fish. We'll get him back and see if we can get another one. That's a good sign. Fish. Oh, he got off. Or did he? I think he's still in there. Another walleye. Oh, he popped off. Slow guy. Fish. Good fish. Real good fish. It's a good walleye, guys. Might be a smallmouth. Fighting more like a walleye. Yeah, good walleye. Good walleye. Go. Looks like we found a good wingdam. Our second fish of the day. Even better one. All right, here we go. Another beautiful walleye. Here we go, guys. great fish. Just a chunky fish. Here we go. Just over 19 inches. There we go, beautiful fish. We'll get that guy back. Yes. Let's get another one. So I'm just sticking real close to this wingdam. And when I'm using my crankbait, I'm casting right up along the rocks. And when I'm feeling that crankbait hit the rocks is when I got hit on those fish. Now what I'm having to contend with is all the grass and stuff floating in the water. And I was getting a lot of that on my crankbait. So now I've switched over to my jig and plastic. And I'm staying real tight to the wingdam and just pitching out just a little ways and trying to slowly, more vertically jig that bait right down the wingdam and try and stay off of some of these weeds. But it's a real problem and it makes it very difficult to fish. But you got to get that bait into the strike zone of the fish, into that sweet spot, and try and present it before you get weeds on it. Now, I found some fish on this wingdam, but there are quite a few weeds. Now you may want to try other wingdams and the weeds may not be as bad, but we are going to have to contend with that today. And it's just another challenge to catching these fish, I guess. So we try and work around it. They may prefer that aggressive motion of the crankbait, but we're going to try and finesse one up here with the jig first and see if we can keep some of these weeds off. I moved inward closer to shore on this wingdam and there's a lot less flow. I caught the fish out on the end of the wingdam, more so out by the channel marker. There's a lot more flow out there. So that might be the ticket to finding these fish, is to get out on the ends of the wingdam where there's a little more flow. That additional flow is going to attract more bait and in turn attract more walleyes. Fish. Fish. Didn't even get the trolling motor in the water. Smallmouth bass. Gonna get a few of those on the wingdams as well. As I talked about earlier, we been catching quite a few smallmouth on the wingdams. Gotta be careful with these guys and treble hooks, because they are wild. I just pulled up on my third wingdam of the day. And first cast, hook this guy, get him back and see if we can get some walleyes. Fish. Other fish, feels like a smallmouth. Oh yeah, I got smallmouth all around me. There we go, another nice fish. There you go, beautiful fish. This might turn into a little bit of a smallmouth episode here for a minute, but still fun fish to catch. But you know, if there's smallmouth on these wingdams, there's bait. Where there's bait, there's walleyes. So we just gotta work these fish over, see if we can get a bait in front of these walleyes, and put a couple in the bow here, but still, this third wingdam I've pulled up on has got no weeds on it. So we talked about all the weeds on the last wingdam, and I talked about possibly just switching wingdams. Well, I did that, and I got a much better looking water quality. There's no floating weeds here. You can see the smallmouth jumping out there right now. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of a move to make your fishing quality a little bit better. And we did just that, and now we got nice clear water. We can cast around. We don't have to worry about the weeds. Now we just gotta find a walleye. There we go, fish on. That's another smallmouth. They're busting right behind me. And I brought my jig right up through them. And I hooked up. This feels like a good fish. Nice smallmouth. Real nice smallmouth. Just a blast on these medium light rods. And if you're gonna get into schooling smallmouth, a good way to go is with just a single hook, and then you don't have to deal with worrying about getting treble hooks in you. That's a great fish. Get him back. There we go. There's a walleye. That thing came right up and got her. First walleye on this wingdam. Just a little tiger, but it's also our first walleye on a plastic today. He choked it too. Goes to show they can be right in there with the smallmouth. A nice little fish. We'll get him back. Fish crunched it. Oh, just saw that line just jump. Big smallmouth, giant smallmouth. Oh my goodness, just a giant. It's the pig, guys. Yes, in the net. Wow. I just saw that line just boom. Here we go, guys. Beautiful 19 3/4 smallmouth. Just a giant fish. Look at that guy. Wow, what an awesome fish. Beautiful smallmouth. We'll get him back. Sauger. Mr. Sauger. Nice fish. So I switched over to using this jig, and I'm fishing it off the front. I'm fishing it off the front face of the wingdam, bringing it back to the boat. Very similar to how I would in the spring. Keeping it near the bottom. Now in the summer, the fish are going to be a little more aggressive than they are in the spring, so you can give it a little more aggression when you're reeling it back. Big fish, guys. I just got crushed. Oh, big fish. Got a train coming, so you're not going to be able to hear me. But I'm gonna play this fish out and hopefully we can get him in the boat, but this is a big fish. Another big fish. This might be a walleye because I caught him down deep. I'm only using 6-pound test. This is a really good fish, whatever it is. I don't know. This could be a sheephead. Could be a smallmouth. Could be a... Ah! Got off. Dang it. Cut the line, could have been a pike. Dang it, I wanted to see that fish. That was a big fish. Well guys, that was too bad. That was a big fish. Wow, what a great day on the water. So much fun getting out early in the morning and watching that sun come up. We got some great fish, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about wingdam fishing. You know, you just got to keep trying wingdams. Not all wingdams are created equal, but if you keep after them, keep trying different wingdams, you're going to come on to some fish and to some great bites. So get out there, catch some fish, and until next time, thanks for watching.